Do you know how you can tell that you guys are important to me? It's that I made sure to update XSplit well before the stream and work out most of the bugs that I might have found instead of doing it right beforehand. So this one goes out to all of you. See you in a minute.
Shame.
On the other hand, I opened up Chrome and then like all these notifications popped up right over the buttons to go to my wonderful face. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Famicom Dojo Live, where this week we're going to play Wizards and Warriors. If you've been following this channel, you probably haven't seen us play this game yet, but we did. We did this when we were streaming back on the main Famicom Dojo channel almost 2 years ago now. I think it was December 2021 that we switched over to this channel, which, if this is your first time, welcome. Subscribe, like, do whatever you got to do to like help us in the algorithm or whatever the kids do these days. We are playing this game as a request from one of our producers, Daniel H. So thank you. If you want to learn more about how the whole producer's pick thing works, then hang out until the end of the video. But basically, we're going to play a fun NES game. Like I said, we played this game once before. I have the entire series. I think we actually started with Wizards and Warriors 3, which is the one I played the most and had the most fondness for. And boy, it did not hold up as well as I expected. But I had bought these games, this one and Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2, with Fabia. I should have pulled it out. I don't have it here on the cover. And those were my first time. They were on my pile of shame then for that very reason. But we got through a lot of level 4, I think. So we'll see. I've linked those old videos in the description so you can watch them after you watch this one. Because, you know, what else are you going to do on Juneteenth Eve except watch retro gaming videos, right? Right. So anyway, enough jibba jabba. Let's go to the retro station.
Shame.
Probably. It says no cart inserted, which is a little concerning. So let's encourage it. I wonder if this cart is dirty now. There it goes. Okay, well. All right. I don't recall anything about this, so let's just go. Wait, hold on. I think I got it. Because this is the mostly I was talking about when I first started here. I don't think the audio is, yeah, it says built in, and I gotta like specifically pick it. Give it a second. There we go. Now you can hear things. Looking out for you guys. All right. Who all's here? It's Jody. Jody can't make it. Oh, thanks, Jody. Let me real quick let the Twitterverse know. It's been a week, guys. I didn't get to stream last week. I barely got to set up the typical social medias about this one, so we're just going to do that real quick. We're doing it live. This is why we're better taped. She'll only take a second. Wizards and Warriors. Thanks to a producer's pick for the month of May. Join us live. All right. And away we go. Okay. So what do we got here? Got some evil. A lot of evil going on. Got some life. Got some kind of throwing axe. So some of this stuff are artifacts that I picked up from previous levels. And that's kind of what I got to do to get through all of this stuff. Okay. Woo. You can't tell probably because ooh. Ow. Jerk. I am dying and it is not going well for me. Oh, more throwing axes. Fantastic. So otherwise I got this pokey stick here, which doesn't make it very far. I'm gonna wait for... Ooh. Oh no. The jumping. Oh. Ow. I gotta throw a weapon. Ah, I keep catching the edge of that mountain thing, and I can't... Uh-oh. So when I die, what do I lose? Ah! Hello. How did that happen? Is the game glitching out on me? Alright, so I gotta... Oh, here we go. Oh, baby. And up we go. Can't catch me, etc. Oh, I don't remember anything about this. Was there, I want to show you guys the map of where I am, but I can't, because that's not how classic games work, y'all. Uh-oh. What did these potions do for me? They're all different colors, and I'm still getting hit. So that's not helping. Ooh, hello. Cloak of Darkness? Don't mind if I do, good sir. Oh, no! Meat! I need the meat. I remember the meat. I remember that much at least. Okay, here we go. Gonna have a meat cute. Some cute meat. Oh lord. How do I get in there? Oh, I bet I can't. Ah, and I'm dead. Daniel's here. David Wise, awesome. Works for me. I should look that stuff up. Ah, I missed again. Okay, okay. Oh, I fell so far. Alright, so... Alright. Okay, made it this time. I had to organize my jumps. Man, there are a lot of dudes all up in my grill. Score is going up, but not much else. Okay, so I need 200. I do not have 200. Okay, so I'm working on it still. 189, getting closer, but not close enough, especially with my lack of my life counter going down. So like, am I paying the guy off? He's just swinging his sword. Like, I don't remember what happens. He's just like, is he just not there? Am I paying him off after I collect enough? Like, is the dude a merc? How does this work? Oh, and I'm dead. Okay, I don't know how many lives I have left, but I gotta imagine it's not many. Alright, now we're purple-ish. Oh. Do I need to get a different... Oh, got some meat finally. Do I need to get a different thingamajig to open up that pink... Oh, how do I get in there? Got the cloak. Now what? Oh, I'm falling so far. Down I go. Alright, let's just go all the way down, shall we? I don't see why not, really. I'm remembering, I don't know if it was this game or the second one where there was some jumping I had to do and I wasn't quite getting it. Got some nasty insults from people who just real mean. It's like, why are you even playing these games if you don't know how? Because I don't know how, and because they're classic and people asked me to. That's why I'm playing them. So I'm doing this for you guys. This isn't for me at all. That's a dirty lie. I was interested in playing this game, and that's why it is on the list to be picked. Okay, 189 still, so that's not great. Not sure what I gotta do in order to get 200. Killing these snakes seems like a good start. Feeling a little OP, just as far as the fighting part of it's concerned, but as far as like not getting killed, not doing so hot. Oh. Okay, so I can't throw the axe until it comes back. Oh, there's one! Oh, 2, 3? I got 3 out of that. Fantastic. So... Oh, yes! Oh, it's a Wand of Wonder, which is also good, I have to imagine, but not as good as... Oh, maybe that other one was closed because I've already gotten into it. So I shouldn't focus on trying to get into it because I've already gotten the goods, as it were. More axes, alright. Together. Let's do it. Fantastic. Alright, we made it. So I gotta go somewhere to the right. Oh! Heck yeah. Even more, and I'm dead. How dead am I? Pretty dead. Okay. Well, at least I'm able to continue. I just keep going, basically. Cloak of Darkness, which we already had. Okay. Do I need to go get the wand again? I don't want to. I'm just going to keep going, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, I think I go to the right here. We've been here before. This looks familiar. Let's do... Oh. Okay, this doesn't fall over to the bottom this time. Ooh, I'm going to get this blue potion, because why wouldn't... Oh! That's why I wouldn't want it, because I'm going to die and lose all this health for want of... colored potion of some kind. Okay, we're getting closer to the place. I'm sure I gotta be... Yep, he is just gone. I paid him off. Oh, do I have to get the pink potion to get in? What? I'm dead. Lee Anderson, hello! Alright, if you got any hints for me from your college days, please let me know, because I am not doing very well. There's a red potion. Okay, so the door is unblocked, but I can't do anything. It's like, why give me an unblocked door? Ooh, I'm invisible. Ow. 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 Am I invisible? I can't even see myself hardly. A pretty good effect, though. So, like, is it just on all the time now? Can they... What good is it? I don't see anything counting down, per se, that would have me take it off, but it's not really helping me either, so away it goes. Okay, so if I already went this way, I gotta go... to the left. Still dead. go to the left this time instead of whatever I was doing. This is great music, Danny. You are correct. Get in there. Alright. Definitely haven't been there because that snake would be dead if I were. Okay. There we go. Making our way. How you all been doing? What have you been watching? What have you been playing? Strange New Worlds came out. I left a little Twitter spoiler-free-ish Twitter review on it. If you're curious about my thoughts there, but I can be specific here if you want to hear about it. Oh, hello. All right, so this is a pink one. I don't know if it'll help me get into that door, but I'm sure that it'll be worn off by the time I get to the door. And I didn't even get it, so that's how rough we are. Oh, that music means I'm low on health. I just realized. More gems, even better. Death means nothing, only loses your score. Fantastic, good to know. I think at the bottom left-hand corner of the level there's a couple of hidden rooms. You're missing at least one key to exit the level. Oh yeah, there's the red key down there, and I need other colored keys. So I probably need a pink and a blue one. Oh, this seems correct-ish. I'm glad death means nothing because I don't know what I would do if it meant anything at all. Oh, here we go. Was I here already? This feels... Yeah, alright. Alright. That's not helping me. Okay, blue key. Oh yeah, I can push that up button and then I can do a jump. Oh, I forgot all about that. I just gotta, yeah, so death means nothing, then getting hit means nothing too, basically. So, ow. I mean, I still don't like it. It's still not a pleasant experience. Okay, I probably need another key yet. So the bottom left is where all the secret rooms are. Probably need a pink key. Oh, that makes sense, right? Right, I don't have the key for the door yet, and that's my problem. All right, so I gotta find the pink key. I had a red key, which I was able to get in. If there's a blue door somewhere, which I feel like I've seen, then I can go into that next, and I bet you that's where I get the pink key. Oh, hello. One of those secret rooms we were talking about. Okay. All right, this game's making more sense to me now. Again, shaking those cobwebs off because it's been like a year and a half, a little more than that actually, since I played this, so thanks for joining me, guys. Yeah, so Strange New Worlds, man. My general feeling about this show, and this applies to Discovery too, in fact, I started with Discovery, is, especially for a long-running franchise, like, I've had to do this dance with Doctor Who, you know? Continuity is a straitjacket, right? Like, there are things that you might like about your preferred continuities, but ultimately, for new creatives and whatnot, it's not helpful to be, like, dogmatically adherent to what came before. Where it works the best is when it can kind of harmonize, I think is the way I put it in the Twitter thread. If it can harmonize with what you know, even if it's contradictory, then I think people are going to take to it. I'll definitely like it better. That's why I liked on Discovery. That's why I didn't chafe at the inclusion of Michael, because first of all, Sarek's pretty bad about. He's got a very interesting family dynamic, shall we say. And so Spock being tight-lipped about his siblings is not much of a shock to us, given Star Trek V and other things. But like by that movie, you got to realize how much of a trope it was that, like, you find out this thing about Spock, this person that we, you know, care a lot about and feel like we know very well. It just never stops with this guy. So it's fine. Don't worry about it. But the some of the nice wrinkles, and this is Discovery spoilers for you all, is Sarek's a bad dad. All right, he's not great. All right, the wands. Oh, so I can have the wand or the cloak of invisibility. Got it. The cloak wasn't doing much good anyway, so we'll just rock and roll with this bad boy now. So yeah, Sarek's a bad dad, but he tries. At least in Michael he tried. I get the sense, given what we've seen and sort of like drawing inferences, that Sarek had a harder time with Spock. A, because they were so similar, but B, because he was his biological child, despite, of course, being half human. But that's what you expect when, you marry outside of your xenotype. Okay. So one could infer that from the original show, that a lot of what Spock feels and about needing to be Vulcan has to do with his parents, and like whose parents don't screw them up, right? Oh, there's blue. Okay, here we go. There's my pink key. There we go, buddy. Okay, we're out of here. So let's see if we can find any more hidden rooms. Woo! Nothing in there. I feel like we've been here. I feel like this is where I was when we last left off. Yep, this is where I started. So and that's plenty. That's all you need to know, really, to understand Spock, right? But that leaves so much room for other things. And does shoehorning another sibling kinda... It might feel a little wonky now, especially because we have young Spock to deal with the strange new worlds. But at the time... I will not get off my high horse about this. There was a really strong theme throughout all season 1 of Discovery about identity and duality, and with Michael being a human raised on Vulcan and how that affected her versus Spock. So could they have told this story with Spock instead? I'm not so sure. We're back to the Cloak of Darkness. Morel, hello. Is it Morel? Or is it Morel? Morel? It feels like it should be Morel. Yeah, I think I went to the top left corner already. So all I need now is to get back to the pink door, which appears to be my exit. So then also, that's also why I'm sure it had the requirement to have 200. There we go. 200 gems. Oh! Can't see me. Not here. Can't see me. Could be anywhere. How are you gonna know? You won't know. Kill him. Woo! Oh, ghosts. Ugh. I'm afraid no ghosts. Woo! More L. Oh yeah. Who do we have before? Like Penelope or I think it was another a G name, Griselda. There's the map. All right, so see how close we're getting to the end, guys? I'm not saying we can do it tonight, but now that I understand how this game is supposed to work, I remember how this game is supposed to work. We might have a good time getting through this. It'll be a little more obvious and easy compared to how it was earlier at the start of the stream. I spent no time preparing for this. I'm very sorry about that, but I'm still having a good time. So anyway, yeah, Strange New Worlds, Star Trek in general. So what I'm getting at is, like, it didn't bother me that, like, the Klingons looked way different. because something that you can sort of tell yourself about that is that they're a large spacefaring culture that's been out in space a lot longer than humans have, and inevitably genetic differences are going to pop up. Like Romulans look a little bit different than Vulcans yet, right? And they have the Remans. Like there's established canon for there being subspecies, or you know, not even as far as that, just like differences within a species. So are these all Klingon? Yep. I don't even think they had to explain like the smooth-headed Klingons with the augment virus from Enterprise. Like that wasn't necessary. It doesn't hurt, but they made it a 3-part episode and tied it into the Sooms and whatnot. So that's fine. Gotta get this. But anyway, so the Klingons look different yet again. It's still not quite like TNG, but not like Discovery either, and that's fine, because there not only was there a Discovery Klingon in the background of the episode, but implying that yeah, they all exist, they all coexist. It's fine. There's no one right kind of Klingon that you have to worry about. But there are also little nods to the uniforms from the original series, including the sash that goes over the left shoulder instead of the right. Yeah. Or even the striped shirts. Like, there's a lot of attention to detail, you guys. I'm just saying. Anyway, so the whole point of this is that we shouldn't feel so constrained. Like, it was super cool in like the 90s Trek when they would actually remake the Enterprise bridge, but now that we're like 60 years on almost from when I keep jumping into those spiders and I can't jump over. Yeah. Oh, it's not the spiders, it's friggin'. Okay, I was getting diamonds and didn't even realize it. Oh no. Plinko my way through this just a second here. Okay. So prescriptive rather than restrictive. Like, if the new shows can do something different and be like, oh yeah, it was always like that, then that's fine. So you can even like put how the Klingons look into that category, or like how the uniforms are slightly different, or like how Pike's cabin is way bigger than Kirk's was, or that, you know, the Enterprise bridge looks nothing like, not nothing like, but like it's clearly a lot bigger and a lot more ostentatious than it was in the original series, and we can just pretend to ourselves that, oh, it's fine because we I'm just gonna imagine that's what it always looked like, right? Right. On the other hand, though, oh snap! I can't go back. I'm stuck here. On the other hand, though, it felt like in Discovery they had to explain why they didn't have like holographic communicators like they saw in Discovery Season 1 by saying that Pike took all that advanced equipment out. Like he's friggin' Adama from Battlestar Galactica and doing like network computers or whatever. Like felt like they had to explain why that much was different, but like nothing else. It's just weird. Whatever. Your mileage may vary, but the point being, oh, I don't have 100 yet. I don't have any keys whatsoever, so I really need to find any of them. Do not leave the forest without the feather. Got it. Birds of a feather and all that. Ow! Get out of my face! Okay. I have to find the feather somewhere. Boy, so it's a lot of talking to say. Gotta focus here. It's a lot of talking to say that I don't mind those differences because they can A, be explained, or B, we can just pretend it was always like that, basically. Felt the same way about the Abrams verse, the Kelvin stuff. to varying degrees. So, oh. But then that was also explained by, oh, it's an alternate universe. That's why everything's different. No such luck here. We're gonna pretend that this is still a prequel somehow. So I get a little nervous still. Because like Chapel's way different, but there wasn't a lot to her in the original series. Like she pined for Spock. Like she doesn't even appear that often. Like I've been rewatching the original series after Strange New World season 1, and she's just like a one-note character. She only shows up to pine for Spock. I'm gonna go in because I think I have to come out the way I came in here. Okay. Food? No! Back in. I don't even know what those potions do for me exactly, you know? Like... So yeah, Chapel being very different is fine, and in fact better. That's an improvement in my book. It's going to make returning to the status quo potentially difficult, because then you gotta do that mental gymnastics of like, oh, well, she's not pining for Spock so much as maybe they had something now and he cut it off, even though she still has feelings for him or whatever, and it just didn't go down like that, right? It's like you gotta imagine to yourself that the Enterprise bridge now is like way bigger and more spacious and modern looking than we saw in the original series. You know, whatever. Like Kirk's cabin is not so homey. Whatever you need. There's the feather. All right, I got it. And I have 100. I have 100 gems now, but I need to get the blue key, probably a right key too, before I can go through that door. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. Don't have a lot of. Oh no! Oh no! I fell very far. Ah! Can't do it! Oh, I fell all the way to the bottom. Fantastic. And I'm dead again. Hello, Satoshi! For sure, David freaking Wise. Good to know. Good to know. Right. So... Okay, oh, that guy's still there, but I don't have the key yet? Do I defeat him now? Like before, he just disappeared, right? Like, I can't even get in there. Oh, there's the red door right above it. Fantastic. So I'm guessing the blue one's gonna be the last one. I gotta find the red key somewhere. Oh! Did you see that? I floated down. Oh, because I got the feather. Was I holding? How was I floating? What was I? Oh, I was holding up to float down. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so I bet you what I gotta do then is pop back into here, get all the way to the top, and then I can use the feather to float down from where I was jumping. Alright, we got it now. I like figuring things out on the fly. Maybe you guys have a little hard time watching it, but I enjoy that the game design, that the game design is such that I can figure these things out. And maybe, you know, being like an 8-year-old playing this or whatever, it's not so obvious, but like just having faith in the belief, essentially, that the people who made the game want you to be able to beat the game and figure out how to play the game, even without a manual. Like they are trying to help us through all of this. Like any puzzle maker wants you to be able to solve the puzzle. And they might be a little more esoteric in their means as to communicate with you how to solve it, but ultimately they want you to be able to do it with, you know, some rare exceptions that prove the rule, I think. Anyway. So all that to say about Trek and the differences is, ouch. Oh. Okay, try that again. So I'm gonna hover, jump, and still hover down. Okay. What? Why am I glowing? Ah, I almost made it. Dead. NES remake of Phoenix Wright. No, I did not see that. That sounds amazing. Oh, too far down, too far down. I hate how, like, the inside of this tree is clearly much taller than the exterior. It's bigger on the inside. Did I shrink? Oh, I hopped a little bit from that. Anyway, so all that to say about Star Trek and, like, being forgiving of its differences, is to say that I'm very concerned about where Spock is going. Not because it's different. Different is fine. But I still feel like it has to be harmonious, even if it's not going to be. Oh, there's a red key. Did I miss that every other time? I'm glad I went through here again. Did you guys see it and just didn't tell me? Yeah, like it's your fault I didn't see it. Dang it. Okay, I got that thing. And then, ow. Okay. Okay, so then I gotta get close but not touch it. And then, ow. Jump. Hover. Ball. Dang it. I really want to get in there. Alright. Anyway. Why am I concerned about Spock? Let me tell you. It would be cool if all this is not cool, but interesting and tragic if the end goal of Spock's journey here is that he ends up the way that we see him in the next generation and in the original series. I don't know if that's where they're going with it. And part of the interpretation that I'm struggling with is that Spock always seemed indifferent to, like, romance and romantic partners. Like, his father was married. And especially, like, in the... I mean, obviously. But in the next generation, we get to see a lot of Spock and his new wife, whose name completely escapes me, because, you know, humans don't live long enough. Amanda was long dead by then. But, okay. Oh, so I had to go through the red door to get here. All that jumping I did to... Oh, come on! All that jumping I did to get up here was for naught. There was a correct way to get up here, and I just didn't do it. So yeah, so you see, well, even in the original show, there were scenes between Sarek and Amanda that, you know, show that, like, Vulcans can be affectionate, but, like, you know, we don't get to see much from Spock. He never has any romantic partners per se. The one time he's with anybody is he's brainwashed, essentially, into having a relationship, which is, you know, kind of, dang it, kind of a wild thing. So, at a minimum, a lot of people's interpretation of Spock's are that he's asexual. Oh my god, I fell so far. At the very least, or, you know, if you subscribe to the Spurk theory that he's romantically involved with Kirk, which, I mean, honestly, I'm starting to see it. So, but even if you don't think that, right, like, it's weird. It's weird that It's not weird that he's like cool and distant to T'Pring, because that's just how it always was with her. But like they have something going on, even from the first episode of Strange New Worlds. It's just weird to me then that he's got such this strong reaction to Chapel. Boots of Force. Don't mind if I do. I got them again. I just keep pushing the button to keep getting the Boots of Force. Okay. The kick? I'm kicking! Hi, kicking! Those are some forceful boots, y'all. Alright, so I'm on the treetops now. So there's that, and I thought he got, like, I understand that there's the whole thing with the Gorn from last season, and that's a big part of why things are a bit different for him. But all the same, you know, even if he has a limited capacity for these emotions, I guess I still don't believe that he, especially the way he treats Chapel in the original series, it's just difficult for me to think that he's going to start this fling essentially. I don't know. Maybe it's not. So ultimately, the most interesting thing that can happen is that they have to call it out. Oh my gosh, this feels like friggin' Shadow of the Colossus, all those ghosts coming after me after I defeat the big bad. Oh, and I gotta do it again now? Oh, poops. I got the evil counter all the way down to 0, guys. Just like in the Ghostbusters video game. You can't give me that. No, we gotta beat all the... Kick him! TOS, who isn't Kirk romantically involved with? Perrin! Sarek's second wife is Perrin. Thank you. Ooh. Alright, here we go. Just gonna walk straight across and go right in, right? It's not gonna be difficult at all. I was mistaken. Oh, that's kind of cool. Right, I need 50. This is pretty neat, I gotta admit. It's a nice effect. That way. Any hoozle. Alright, so that's the first thing. Is that it I feel like it needs to end not well in order for the events, or some version of the events of the original series, to be able to take place. And that's tragic. That's sad. I keep joking, half joking, really, that the reason that Spock's having such a hard time right now is because he hasn't met Jim Kirk yet. Now the fireworks really begin. And maybe that's what ends up happening, because we haven't seen the rest of the season yet. Are they going to be cheeky about it? Are they? I don't know. I'm just saying, guys, like 6 or 7 years is a long time to be in a relationship with somebody. Or like a not relationship with them. And the longer that goes on, the harder it is for even the shorter amount of remaining time to still serve on the same ship together. So I'm a little concerned about that from a character perspective. Like, I don't care so much that the Enterprise looks different. That doesn't really matter. Speaking of which, though, boy, am I confused about what they call a Crossfield class ship in this episode. I don't think that they're dumb about it necessarily. Left hand, right hand, like we know what a Crossfield class ship looks like because there's Discovery. And I don't think that we're supposed to think that Discovery was what this ship was. I don't think we're supposed to think that at all. On the other hand, what if we were to think that? And the design that we know and love is actually a 32nd century design. I don't know, whatever. Here's my hot take about this. I think that Starfleet, given the need to keep the spore drive thing a secret and the events of Discovery Season 2, that maybe even at Section 31's behest, that they recommended creating a whole bunch of Crossfield class ships or retrofitting them or whatever to being these like these underpowered science vessels, and then everyone knows what they look like now, because if anyone actually discovers what happened to Discovery, and its one sister ship that imploded or whatever, oh, and I'm falling all the way down. No. That they will look crazy, basically, and that's just great. That's just great spycraft right there. It's that'd be some good stuff. I don't think that's what's really happening. I think at best, what we're supposed to think is that Discovery and that other ship are some kind of modified Crossfield, and that all the real Crossfields always look like this, and it's just Discovery and the other one. What's the name of the other ship that had the spore drive, you guys? I don't remember. That they were modified specifically for that purpose. They just didn't call them anything else because they were so secret. So they're still Crossfield class. Whatever. Either way is fine. I like my version better. I mean, they're both my version, but I like the first option a lot better because it just tickles me. And so, whatever. It's fine. It's fine if neither one of those is correct. But it is distracting, right, that they don't explain these things. Like, it's one thing if it's, you know, been 60 years since we saw something, right? It's quite another if, like, the show and the thing that's referencing is just from a couple years ago, you know? It's like, why is that inconsistent? Like, we know why the Klingons are different. It's because non-diegetic reasons having to, you know, meta reasons having nothing to do with storycraft. So why the Crossfield difference? Ultimately, not terribly important, honestly. But it's just, it stands out. And if it weren't, there's just so many things like that in this premiere episode that just took me out of it. That, the way Spock's reacting, I enjoy that Mega and Chapel have this history with the Klingon War the rest of the crew doesn't have, because notably they miss it. They were kept out of it for Discovery Season 2. Oh no. Oh jeepers. So I'm cool with that, but it seems so important that it's almost distracting that this stuff didn't come up prior to Season 1. Again, I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I'm actually really interested to see where they go with it. And thematically, I think it really does reflect Spock's own emotional journey in the episode that Chapel and Omega have this shared traumatic history and their own emotions that they have to bury and deal with. Sometimes not well, I assume. So that's cool. But again, it's a little distracting. So like a lot of the stuff just kind of compounds, you know? Like I wouldn't care so much, but it's just all of it all at once. It felt like a lot of things just happened to get characters into a settled position. Like I wouldn't mind if a lot of the stuff happened off camera. But in a lot of ways it just felt like a paint by numbers kind of thing, right? So we introduced Pelia, who's great. Love her. I mean, I was already excited about Carol Kane and I was not disappointed. But like there had to be a reason that she was on the ship, and reason they decided was because that they were going to do something ballsy and exciting and unorthodox. And so it feels like they made that decision about her and then worked backwards about what was the thing that would happen, even if it didn't make very much sense. And I feel like one thing that could have helped a lot is you have Robert April. He's right there. He's the first captain of the Enterprise, right? Like he basically handpicked Pike, I think we have to understand, to take over command for him. So to make him such a freaking bureaucrat is really upsetting me. I want to see a bit of a wild streak in this guy. I want to see him be like, oh, you know, now that I'm the brass, I gotta officially tell you no, but like, you know, secretly, go get him, boys. Like, you know, good work. They're not doing that though. He's just very stuffy, and I hate it. I wanna get some hint that like this dude was super cool, and we should want to know more about him, because right now I kind of don't. Like I do, but it's like he's not endeared himself to me. As far as the writing goes, like the actress not great, but this show has a problem. This series, this franchise has a problem with admirals in general. Ooh, hello, what's this? Anyway, I want a more badass Robert April. Is that too much to ask? Apparently so. Oh, I bet that's where I gotta go. I bet you that's it. I bet you that's it. I love how the buttons work. The buttons work great. Button, who's got the button? None of the buttons are working right now. Okay, hold on a second. Shame! So, what else? I don't know. Read the thread. Maybe. I'm probably going to do like a blow-by-blow of it eventually. More of my thoughts. I'd love to be able to review this on the Two Blues Watch the Tube podcast, but since Vinnk has no way of watching Trek right now internationally, and that's just embarrassing. Paramount, you got to fix this. Yeah, I can't. So this is my only way to deal with this through Twitter and this. Oh, you know what I meant to do? So if I had been able to stream last week, I would have chatted all about this while I played Star Wars for tradition. But I wasn't able to, so now you get it today. Not that it wouldn't matter, because I wouldn't have seen the episode last week. Whatever. Point being, I guess if I'd been thinking harder about it, I would have played Star Wars first. Push this off a little bit, but I promised I'd do it this week. I promised Daniel that we're going to do it, and here we are. So, okay. There we go. Back up here. Gotta concentrate. Here we go. Made it. Criminy. Okay. Those things can't get. Can I kick it? Oh! I can kick them! Fantastic! This one. Kick you. Yeah. Ow. Ooh, hello. Into that secret door. Heck yeah. Here we go. I gotta come out eventually, I think, and go down to that 50 room. Oh, I gotta kick him again? Fine. Oh, ouch. Hello, TTV. I haven't been reading much of the chat here, so let me fix that. Tiny pasta gets bigger. You haven't seen Stranger New World Season 2 yet? I'm very sorry. I've just been spoiling it left and right. I don't know if I want to see them redo the original series. Like, I'm preferring this to them redoing the original series because they can kind of inform it, and like add color and texture to it, and like I said, harmonize with it. The thing I worry about is the dissonance that they're creating, and it's fine to create that dissonance if they resolve it, but I feel like they might not. And as much as I say that I feel like the show should be informed by what came before but not restricted by it, if they're going to diverge too much, it's going to bother me. And I know that this is people's complaint with Discovery, right? Like, the Klingons look too different, the history is too different, having another secret sibling isn't a great idea. These things don't bother me because they feel harmonious to me, more or less. Some things I gotta stretch for more than others, but or the uniforms looking different, like the aesthetic details being different don't bother me because we can always pretend like it was always like that to some extent, right? On the other hand, they feel like they gotta, like, because they introduced the Discovery badge with like the little slit, the half like silver. I don't know why they had to change the Starfleet Delta, but like Picard picked that up, right? Through all 3 seasons, Picard has picked up that detail and even built it into their version of like the future badge that we saw in All Good Things, right? Which is more centered. But now it's like, oh, we can fit it into the aesthetic of Discovery and have it be more offset. And I like that, right? So we can now either always pretend that the future Flash that that Picard saw was like that, or either way, because it wasn't real, or it wasn't the actual future. It's fine. So like that kind of synergy is kind of cool, but it's weird that like in order to, like, that's the one detail making the Delta like this one flush face and color to mirror the original series, even though it's not like a sewn-on patch, right? Like that's an important detail they had to like shoehorn in to not be too distracting. But then like the bands, the rank bands, are still bothering me because they're not consistent. Like, you know, it's hard to tell, right? So all right, who needs to hear this? I got to use my hands. All right, hold on a second. I got to demonstrate. So if you don't know how the rank bands work in the original series, you had one stripe for lieutenant, nothing's an ensign, one stripe for lieutenant, a stripe and a dotted is lieutenant commander, a dotted braid, and then 2 solid stripes is a commander, and then captain is the 2 solid stripes with the dotted in the middle. Okay, so rather than do that for this show, which would make it instantly visually recognizable, they have a thick braid. It's not even a braid, it's just a stripe. A thick stripe and a thin stripe. And that's harder to tell because when the thick and thin stripes are next to each other, they're not so different in width that you can immediately tell, is that a lieutenant commander or a full commander? I'm not really sure. Captain's easy because there's 3 stripes. There's no variation when there's 3 full stripes. That would be a Commodore, I guess, but they have the shoulder things instead. Anyway, I don't know. That all being said, there's not consistent rank insignias. They keep calling Spock a lieutenant, but he's got lieutenant commander stripes, and you usually call those guys commanders. You don't say lieutenant, even if they're not a full commander. They're still whatever. So Spock's got, from this episode, it looks like anyway, the thick band and the thin band, and that makes sense. He's a department head. On the other hand, I think Worf was only a full lieutenant and a department head for pretty much all of TNG after the first season. It wasn't until Generations he got the lieutenant commander promotion. Anyway, I'm bringing this up because of, like, for all the attention to detail they're paying to make things similar enough. Like, there's these little things that are like sneaking by. It's not bad. It's just, all right, Satoshi, I hope that was spoiler free enough. Anyway, What else? What else do you want to know? Kick him. Kick him till he's down. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. All right. Got it. Kick him. So I gotta like stand next to him and then kick him. Lame. At least there's plenty of food to offset the fact that I need to get hit all the flipping time. Just frustrating. Am I running fast? Is that what this blue stuff is supposed to do for me? I don't like it. I just wanna go. Let me go. Oops. Anyway. All that's a lot of words to say that I get this vague feeling that because they renewed Strange New Worlds so close to, oh, do I need the red key? How do I get into that thing? Because I am red now. They renewed it so soon after the season aired that they didn't have a lot of time to examine the things that worked and didn't work. Because the things I really loved about the first season of Strange New Worlds was that every episode managed to focus primarily on a character in the ensemble cast, right? Even though there's still an ensemble show and there were still things about other characters, like little breadcrumbs that informed full-on episodes about those characters later. That was really well done. Serial or episodic stories and emotional arcs, as they like to say. That was a really good idea, and that worked really well. And I don't feel like that balance was there. Like, and I say that because even more so, I feel like the pilot, the season 1 premiere, not only set like the character arc for Pike, but it followed throughout the entire season about the benefits of knowing the future or the detriments, and it's like what you do with the present kind of thing. Like there were a lot of stories that dealt with that on different levels, and maybe you just got to do it in retrospect, but I don't know what that thread is going to be for season 2, because they might have hit it a little too heavy in the first season, but because they did, I was able to look for it, and now I don't know. I think that this was a Spock episode primarily. I think. I'm not sure because there was so much Chapel and Omega stuff. It was good stuff. Don't get me wrong. It was very good stuff. No complaints about that. But it was just less. If they were following the same formula to any degree, it wasn't as clear what buckets I could put those into. And maybe that's fine, but then that's what I mean about it feeling like disharmonious and less tight and kind of all over the place, because they were doing a lot of work. Okay, so I got the 50. I got... Oh, fantastic. Am I done with it? Where am I? Where am I? All right. I don't know if I'm going to beat this one tonight, guys. Easy but tight on gems. All right. We are the crystal gems. Ugh. Speaking of tight on gems, how do I get into those friggin'... Yeah, 200? Ugh. Don't think so, buddy. So, yeah, so that's my concern. I can't tell whose episode that was, and maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's fine that it wasn't as focused, didn't feel as focused as other episodes of season 1 did. And it'll probably be more obvious what the season-long arc, if there is one, is after we see more episodes. Now people who've seen the first 6 episodes as screeners have said that they felt like the first episode was the weakest of the batch. Doesn't make it bad, right? So there's only going up from here. I just wish I had felt about it the same way I did about the premiere. Like, it got me excited. Like, this episode doesn't have me not excited, but it's like it felt like a detour to what I wanted to see. So, like, conspiracy minded here, it feels like maybe there was. Ooh. Can I hop off these guys to get up there? Come on. Oh, hello. Secret door, don't mind if I do. So we had like a lot of character stuff, but not a lot of plot stuff. That makes sense. The characters, the plot stuff took a back seat to the character stuff in a way that it didn't make sufficient sense to me that what happened, right? And I didn't feel that way about much of the first season. So maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe I'm overreacting. I'm sure next week will be fine. I'm glad there's 9 more episodes. Like, I'm not complaining overall. It's just, I just really thought, I don't know. I thought I'd feel the same way about it, and I just don't. And that's all there is to it. What else are we watching, guys? I'm trying to watch How I Met Your Father, and I'm very conflicted about it. You know, one of the strengths of How I Met Your Mother was that even if you didn't like Ted, the rest of the supporting cast was like so strong. And like, the actors themselves, I don't think are bad. And they already teased which of the How I Met Your Mother cast is going to show up this season. Very rude of them to do it that way, by the way. But maybe it's already happened. I haven't watched all of it. I don't know if it's still airing or if I just like ignored it while it was airing. I don't know, whatever. I'm mad that Dollhouse is gone, man. Not Dollhouse, Dollface. Dollhouse is a different show with a different brunette. I really liked Dollface. I was hoping there'd be a second season, but like the 2 seasons that there are, they were on opposite sides of the pandemic, so they were years apart. Not their intention, obviously. I finished season 5 of Handmaid's Tale, and I was getting kind of exhausted with the show, which is why I didn't watch it for a good long while. And maybe that's part of the reason why they're not going to have a new season until 2024, even though this is like a 2022 show. But now that they've done what they've done, it's not a retry. They did something interesting, and now I want more, and I can't get it until 2024. So I was about ready to cancel Hulu, you guys. And so now I'm trying to watch whatever I can. I'm trying to do the gameplay. I don't know what to do. It's part of my problem. How do I get into those blue chests? No, this reminds me of the gameplay of the Gargoyles Quest. What this reminds me of. Who made this? Acclaim published it. So, you know, not Capcom. Okay, I got into here. The red chests aren't open. I don't have a red key, but at least I know where there's a red door now. So that's good. Oopsie doopsies. Okay. All right, not gonna work. Let's go to the left. To the left, to the left. Ouch. What else can I tell you about things? I don't know. Handmaid's Tale. So what was I saying? So yeah, so like the thing about How I Met Your Mother was that the supporting cast was really strong and maybe arguably stronger than the main character, right? I don't get that feeling from How I Met Your Father. I feel like Hilary Duff is the strongest part of the cast, but they're like, you know, Ted was unlikable to a degree because the whole premise of the show is like, who's the parent? Who's the mother/father? And then the completely crazy dating life of the titular character, you know, doesn't help make them very likable in my opinion. So while Hilary Duff is just fine, her character, wow, whose name Sophie is like, but then her supporting cast are all right, but they're not as characters much more likable than her. And so it's like you can't even watch it for just them. Is that harsh? I don't know. They finally gave Ellen a meet cute with what's her face in her building, and that was interesting. I feel like the show is just kind of finding its way still, but you know, for having a second season, I'm just down on second seasons, you guys. I think it's my problem. My other problem is I can't friggin' make this jump. Keep trying, but all right. Yeah, I'm trying to hover, and it's not hovering immediately. So I'm jumping, hovering, and I can't air control very well. Very frustrating. Anyway. Okay. 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 Got it. Oh my God. All right. Fantastic. On our way up. Moving on up. Is that better, Satoshi? Better concentration on the gameplay. Hello, Reluctant Hero. AKX Media, hello. How is my face? Oh, I'm not even playing the game. Oh, God, Satoshi, I'm sorry. I didn't go back to the gameplay. Is that what you meant? Dang it.
Shame!
I'm so sorry. I had to talk about the rank badges in Star Trek. I'm reading the chat. I'm just not realizing because I'm so sorry. I was reading the chat. I just wasn't realizing that because I can see the gameplay just fine. What's your problem? My face is as red as my shirt, y'all. I don't know if you missed much, but these jumps are just a butt. Okay, they're just a butt. Like I'm pushing up, and it's just decided. I'm like, no, you're not pushing up. Anyway, the air control was a little not tight. 129. Tight on gems is an understatement, Daniel. I gotta say. So I made sure I went back for that one just now. Sorry, when Soshi said I wasn't watching the gameplay, I thought that you meant that I wasn't paying sufficient attention to what I was doing, which I felt like was a fair criticism. So like, I got you, bro. I know what you're saying. Nope, I did not understand, and I apologize. What did you miss? Hopefully not much. What are those coins for? Give me your coins! Oh, if I don't pick it up, I'll never know. Is it just points? I have no idea. Kicking skills are unmatched. Oh! 20 minutes? Good lord. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what would have helped was, Sean, we can't see the video, you're not showing it. And nobody said that. They were just like, we're not watching it. So, well, why not? It's streaming. Let's see, words matter. All right. Oh, come on. What else matters? Air control. Dead before I get to this thing. Got it. Alright, can I even get this one? Nope. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Down, down, down. Not too fast though, because I need to get 33 more gems, and I don't know where they are. Yeah, but you got to hear me ramble about things. Not quite to kick you in the butt yesterday. Alright. Kick some more. I'm annoyed that I have to get this close to kick them. Ooh, hello. Kick. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, here we go. Ooh, come on. No, no, no. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just gonna die. Oh, come on! How? How did I get so angry? Float. Float. Why is the jumping not working? Float, jump, float down, kick, float, jump, float, jump. There we go. Float, jump, float down. There we are. I want to get back to where I saw that chest, which I realize is to the left, to the left. Let's to the right, actually. Oh, there we go. Well more than 200 at this point. Yes, thank you. Ooh, yeah. Alright. Had me concerned about not having enough gems for nothing. Look at how many I got now. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. What's up here now? Oh, come on. So yeah, long story short, I've been watching Hulu again, because everything else is... Oh, I finished The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which might mean I'm done with Amazon Prime and Amazon Video as a service. I haven't watched anything else. I rarely... Okay, Blue's up here. I rarely buy anything from Amazon to need the shipping. Like, that's 140 bucks a year I could save. I did buy a guitar pedal today, which cost more than $140. So I'm not saving that much, mind you. But like, as much as this stuff costs, I gotta start cutting. So I think that some services are gonna start disappearing. I have Peacock, which if I want to keep long term, I'm going to have to pay full price for, because I'm only paying $1 a year for the rest of the year. And so like if I got rid of that, and Hulu, and maybe Max, because they keep cutting content that I like, that will save me like 50 bucks a month, you guys. And I can buy lots of pedals with that. There we go, that's what I was trying to get to before. Okay, I have the blue key. I I'm going to... I didn't go into the red door. I feel like I have to go back. Because if I go forward here... I thought I was going to have to go back to get this last... Yeah, alright, fine. I'm just going to go back. Just going to go back. Just going back. Just doing it. No, this is the right way to go because that had the guard on it. That's always the last door. So I gotta go. I don't gotta go into the blue door. But it makes the most sense to go in the blue door first. If I can find it again. If I can play this game well enough to freaking get to it. I think part of it's the controller. Like I'm using the Famicom controller that's plugged into the thing, and it might just be a little glitchy. Which is part of the reason I'm having such a hard time controlling. Because like it just decides I'm not pushing up after a while. I should be able to do this indefinitely, but maybe it's because I'm pushing to the left too early, and it's like, no, not pushing up anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's a programming thing, but I feel like it's the controller because it's not happening, as far as I can tell, very consistently. Anyway. Okay, so I made it my way up here. Up here. Yep. So this is where the blue room is. Keep my mind sharp in my old age, y'all. Playing these games, learning new things, learning how to do new things, vaguely remembering how to do new things, playing new music and memorizing it. That's also important. So learning some Billy Joel tunes, some more rock and roll Billy Joel tunes that had more of a full band in it. And you can ignore the piano parts, which feels like a weird thing to say about Billy Joel. But he does have some more rock-based, blues-based music that my band can play. Okay. Well, that's good. Yep, okay. Good. Very good. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna get as many of these friggin' gems as I can. Who knows? Who knows where I end up? Who the heck knows? Oh, maybe this is just a different way to get down to where I do have to go. Ow. Did I just miss those? Are those gone forever from my sight? No, we're going back up. We're going back up. I guess I could have gone up this way is what I'm trying to get out of this. Is there a different order that I could have gotten these in? I don't know. I don't think so. Fall until I need to float down. Like there. Boom. Oh. I think I was worried about getting 200. Didn't have to worry at all. It's fine. It's all fine. Ooh. No health. Need health. Get. Ah! Still going back for it. I think I don't care about the score. Alright, well, don't need the food. Objectively. Need the gems even. Oh, yeah, I could have gone that way. I just didn't. Interesting. Feels like I could have gone that way. So do I not... Did the chest open when I have the key? Is that how that works? I don't even know. Feels like I pay attention to those details and I played it even better. Woo, look at that go. Dang, son. Wow. Oh. I never even went into that other door. And now I can't go into that door. Dang it. Is it important that I didn't? Like, he's freaking Jumpman. He is. He's literally Jumpman from the flippin'... There you go. Now he's bigger. Oh, I kick him! I kick him! I kick you! Ow. I die though, I gotta start over. So I gotta avoid him. Jump around. And then I kick you. And then I kick you! Nope, still a bad idea. Not a good strategy. This is the worst. You were not kidding. It's kind of neat, but boy, is it the worst. Now he's jumping. All right. If you guys haven't played Jumpman, or as they call it on in television, Jumpman Jr., do yourself a favor and try that game out. It was one of my favorites as a kid. My Apple II was my first video game device, everyone, so. Yep. Oh, I do not need you right now. Okay. Oh, is he gonna jump? He does jump, I can. Oh no, I almost got him! I'm hoping that third form is his last one because I don't have enough lives to beat him otherwise. Go. Jumping Magoo here. I don't think it matters if those. Oh. It does matter if those hit me, just not in my head. I can jump on them and run into them with my sword and it won't hurt me, but otherwise, if they land on top of me, I'm toast. Strategize a bit better. Oh no, he's bigger yet. Okay. Oh, I can barely get over him. Oh! Yes! I did it! Oh! Well, I'm sorry I didn't go into that one door. Maybe I didn't need to, ultimately. So we had Griselda, Cardita? Not even on the map anymore. Where am I on the map? Am I in the tower? All right, I gotta call it quits. I don't even know where I can save this. Do I have the save states? That's not it. Do I have the save states at all? Hold on a second. I gotta go find it. Sean plays. Do I have to go back to 20? Yeah. Got some notes from other things. Yeah, I don't have anything about it in there. So I'll just start here. We'll do Wizards and Warriors. Oh, I'm trying to save as, not open. Lame. You get to watch me do this now, aren't you? Isn't this riveting? Streaming. All right. Criminy. All right. We'll make 9 our current position. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry about having the screen up. Should have gone back to it. Man, what a cluster. I think I'm back next week yet. Got 2 more weeks in the month. So I think next week we'll do our selection for the producer picks for this month. Because how did this work? I was supposed to have streamed one last month, and I didn't. Oh. Death doesn't matter, huh? Oh. I bet you it's because I didn't continue. That's why. Let me show you the screen.
Shame.
I didn't continue, so it asked me to put my initials in, and I took too long to do that even. And now the game's over. So good thing I saved this. Good thing indeed. Anyway, so I probably should have had a producer's pick for this month. Last month, it was a busy time, y'all. So we're gonna try and do it next week, and then we'll announce what the game is for the following week. Because I promised one a month. I missed one last month, so we're doing 2 this month. And that's just all there is to it. We're going to do a little bit differently, though. So for those who don't know, this is a Patreon reward. So if you're at the producer level or above, so producer or Dojo Disciple, you have the right to help pick what this game is going to be. I think we're going to do it via a poll instead. So I'm going to get together some other game names, and you guys are going to be able to pick that way. What I had been doing was a drawing, more or less, where everyone got to make a pick, but it's very big and daunting. I have the entire list of games that I can play. So what I may do is have everyone give their pick, and then we'll whittle it down from there. Like, send me a message, comment on the thread. Let me know what in the list looks good to you. Because if I'm the one picking, it's just going to be the ones that are most interesting to me, and I might not get good stuff. Like, we got Excite bots because of the way that I was doing it, and I don't want to lose that. So everyone gets a pick. Everyone gets a pick. Everyone. Whether or not we play it has to do with if we get to it right away. And I don't have like a lot of producers. I got to worry about like, well, we might never make it. We might never play them all. We're going to play them all eventually. Like if we get like blow up and get real popular and then there's like hundreds of you, well, first of all, I might retire. Secondly, I definitely won't be able to play all those games unless everyone agrees on them. So I think the agreement ends up being the poll, right? Because everyone will have had a chance to say yes, and then that'll help make a prioritization list, basically. So what I would do for subsequent months is, I don't know if that means that the previous selections are going to be weighted, because I want you to be able to, if you haven't pledged yet at that level, I want you to be able to come in and like make a difference and not have to like, well, I wasn't here for 5 months, so my choices don't matter. We'll figure it out. So now's the time to join, because next week I'm going to do it. An even better reason to join our Patreon is that we have the 16th anniversary of Famicom Dojo coming up in July, which is also the 40th, 40, of the Famicom itself is July, one day before our anniversary. That was a complete coincidence, by the way. So to celebrate both of those things, we got something planned. So if you pledge at the extra credit level or above, you can see what that is. If you want your name attached to it, if you want to be in the credits of the videos, then that might be what we have to do, what you have to do. To be like, yes, I support this tomfoolery. The plans are interesting. Let's say if you're subscribed to Patreon already, I left some notes in the Discord. I'm going to make a post about it very soon. I may do a public version of that to help entice people to join now, because now is the time to do it. So we've pivoted to these plans for the anniversary from what I had been doing. They were like 2 or 3 videos I was hoping to like dole out since March. And it just didn't happen. Things got way too busy. I still want to do those videos, but we still put out 3 since February, like 3 brand new ones, and you can go there and see an extra credit or above, like the process to building up to those and some of the extra bits that we did, and you'll see also some of what I'm talking about for the anniversary right now. You'll see, I think 2 minutes, 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes of an example of what I want to do, but I've done so much more since then, and I can't wait to show you guys. So, and then for anyone who signs up at all, you get early access to any of our new videos before anyone else gets to see them. Because as we like to say, $1 is better than an ad, especially the way that YouTube pays these days. So you make it happen. You're the reason we're doing the streams every week. And that's why I got to file it under me to be like, I got to make more scripted content, because that's where it's at. That's where we're best. So thank you guys again. Thank you for coming and chatting with me. Sorry I did not understand that I didn't have the video playing for a while. Good to see the Sega Master System. The 16th anniversary on July 16th. It's our golden birthday, y'all. In addition to the 40th anniversary of the Famicom. Woohoo! Oh no. That's terrifying. I didn't even put that together until just now that was our golden anniversary. That makes what I'm doing even more apropos. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I've contacted Phil about some of the ideas, so we'll see if that gets worked in. If you know what I'm talking about, now's the time. Get your butts on for just that $1. Patreon.com/Famicom Dojo. If you aren't signed up for it already, I know Daniel is. Sweet 16. That means we missed our quinceañera though. So close. But so that's linked to the Patreon. Also, if you want to join our Discord, I'm going to drop a link in the chitty chat right meow. Well, not quite right this second, but almost there. Got the invite link, copy link. Booyah, Grandma. There we go. Orange paint. You haven't seen it yet, bud. Got so much orange paint for you, it's gonna drive you batty. Oh, this is I was gonna show you the screen real quick. I was really hoping that pushing the buttons would work. These screen transitions are like taking forever. Like I couldn't get the be right back screen. See it.
Shame.
This is awful. This is so slow. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not maxed out. I'm barely using any CPU. GPU is real low. Like memory is real low. Like there's no reason for it to behave this slowly. I thought for sure that the update would have helped solve a bit of that, because whatever. I don't know. Anyway, it's our last springtime episode too, guys. So I'm going to be changing up the end tag next week for summer. Into the summer dojo, y'all. Happy solstice. If I don't see you before then, and why would I? I don't know. Anyway, until next time, the dojo is collecting those gems and not showing you because they're mine. They're for me.
Famicom Dojo.